Okay, before I go into my personal experiences with my, like the Goetia rite, like the Lemmageddon ritual, my evening rite, whatever you want to call it, the exorcism of Jafar Sabnu, we have an interesting thing that occurred. There was similarities between the elemental coloring, which I have labeled more or less equal for each of the ones there. The quinary coloring and the Decan 3 to each zodiac, the zodiac sign, the quadrant of the year, and there are other interesting correlations per se that will be seen within them. Now, you'll see it better once I go off this, and on the other version I don't have the symbols of the archangels because that's sort of a separate rite, whether you want to confirm or deny or whatever. But here I go, and one will notice before I re-go over the thing there that we have the symbol of a maimon, which is, well, I mean, to dealing with whether alliance or renunciation or whatever, this symbol kind of makes you think of creed. It makes you think of prayer. I could explain that in detail maybe more at some point, but and here again we have, you know, this, the spears would point up to the sky, and this would make me think of charity. It would make me think of war, physical or spiritual. And then around we come to the sigil of Karshan, which makes me think of fasting, makes me think of timed observances, which, starting at the vernal equinox, it is best to do the rites of these quinaries, are dealing with these quinaries in their particular time. You know, quinary as in one, there's 72 of them. Of course, there's a 73rd, Halahel, and Zeminar. Kind of makes you think of pilgrimage. And so we start that round with, oh, I got it wrong, but so we also remember the various zodiac signs, starting with the last of Aquarius at the sunset of the vernal equinox, and then going around, because it's the age of Aquarius after all. And so things have switched. The lion is green, the eagle is yellow, you know, an air sign. And so it's important to regard the right symbolism. There's other variations of this, which I go over in different places, but I'm not sure which one I started with, per se, at the moment. I'll get to that when I get to the journals, the verses that I will share. I will share the timings of the rituals, but So Halahel opens and closes the cycle, which is kind of a secret one. Most of the grimoires do not have that, sort of an indifferent, but I'll say more maybe in different portions as I deal with the experience and other matters pertaining to this. But for you to look at the and the planetary metals, let's remember what the planetary metals, which is pertains to the experience, the lead of the Saturn, the tin of the Jupiter, the mercury of the Mercury, did I say the copper, the Venus, which is the most common attribute, and you'll see correlations between not only the elemental but the other attribute. But anyways, let's go here. Bal, Agares, Vasagu, Gamigin, Marbas, Valafor, Ememon, Barbatos, Paimon, Buer, Gusian, Citre, Beleth, Leraji, Elegas, Zepar, Batis, Bathim, Saleas, Person, Marax, Hippos, Haim, Nabirius, Glaslalabalas, Beam, or Boon, Ronov, Berith, Stalas, Fornias, Foras, Ashmede, Gop, Furfur, Marcosias, Astaroth, Phoenix, Halfas, Malfas, Raum, Focalor, Vepar, Sabnok, Shax, Vine, Bifrons, Vobble, Hagente, Crockle, Frkas, Balam, Alokas, Cameo, Mirmir, Orabas, Gamori, Avnas, you know Amy, Oreax, Napula, Zagan, Valak, Andras, Haras, Amdusias, is it Haras, Andrilphus, Oreax, Napula, Zagan, Valak, Andras, Flaras, Andrilphus, Camarias, Amdusias, Belial, Decarbia, Sierra, Dantalion, Andromalias, and of course Halahel closes the circle. But if you like my illustration, feel free to make a bid.